From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, welcome into The Horse's Mouth here. Tommy Max Plays back at the bar, brought to you by our friends at Synovus Bank. Patrick Hetherington is back from Synovus. Patrick, how are you, my man?
Great, man.
Good to see you. You brought a friend, Michael Smith, Florida Manufacturers Healthcare.
How are you?
Michael, how are you, man?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. You're a Cali guy. You want to start off with the Super Bowl?
I was happy with the Super Bowl. I'm from Los Angeles, and I was real happy with it.
Yeah.
I tell a story. My mother worked for the Rams, for the owner of the Rams in 1952.
Oh, no kidding.
And you'll like this story.
Yeah.
Back then, there were more rounds in the draft.
Right.
And every year, they would give her the last pick of the draft.
Oh, no kidding.
And she'd do her work and research and all that. And she hit on this guy that he was literally packing up his bags and at Washington State going to go sell cars or something.
Yeah.
He gets a call. He's like, okay. Takes the train, comes on down. This cat had a 10-year NFL career.
No way.
He went on to be the coach of the Chargers.
Yeah.
I mean, think about, the 5 people you meet in heaven.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So,
wow.
Here's to Mom.
Yeah, cheers. Man, good research.
There you go.
She knew he was going to be a hell of a player, right? That's awesome. What a great...
It's the only pick she
What a
talks
great
about.
story.
Too, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's the only one.
That's all right. That's the only one that matters.
Yeah. It's like that golf
Once
shot.
it work.
Yeah. 1 out of 79. That's the one I remember.
That's
right. Yeah,
That's right.
Whenever I'm watching old tape, I fast forward the bad place.
That's right.
I slow down the good place.
I like it.
So how you been, man? Everything going good?
Going well.
Yep.
Charged up for the new year.
Yep.
4 little kids. Got married late in life. I got 4 little kids. And
Oh, cool. Good for you.
hassling and chasing them around all through the holidays and all that. So good to be back at it.
Tell us about Florida Manufacturers Healthcare.
Manufacturers Healthcare is an adjunct. It's an initiative of First Coast Manufacturers Association.
Okay.
And the thought is we need to find ways to have our members, area businesses, people that support businesses around here, free up cash to pivot from their healthcare overspend, waste, fraud, and abuse towards jobs, growth, and EBITDA. And if we can do that as a region, we're going to be a little bit better off.
Trimming the fat and moving it to where
a little bit of fat in the healthcare system.
Yeah.
In the middle, in
they
the
call it
American
fat or
healthcare system.
pork, or what do they call that stuff? No.
Well, I went.
Trim it.
Wait till Morgan and Morgan and all them get a hold of it, but they're going to be calling it. They're going to be calling it something. It's darn right criminal.
Right. Wow. How long have you been in the healthcare world?
We talked about my mom. My dad ran benefits at Northrop Corporation.
Okay. Yeah.
And so I got my first job in benefits at 16.
Did you really?
Proctoring and typing tests, and kind of been going ever since. Most of my career was focused on 401k and pensions in the 90s and 80s, where fees were up here. There were 3 or 4 vendors that you could choose from. Yeah. And I worked with some folks at the Department of Labor. I have a patent on a business method. Testified in front of Senate, U.S. Senate on these conflicts. And sure enough, over time, the fees have gone like this. Mm-hmm. So 401k is kind of fixed. The fees are way down. There's a lot of transparency and all those sorts of things. And I looked towards what to do next, and I came across healthcare. And in that ensuing time, healthcare went the opposite direction. Yeah. So in 20 years, the fees have gone through the roof. The average American's wages have gone up, 75% when their healthcare premiums have gone up 275%. That's not sustainable. The piggies at the trough keep pushing up the deductibles and max out of pocket. From $1,000, $5,000, $17,000, what have you. People can't afford it. So as I was at the stoplight, looking at my news feed, and it's talking about 61% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. We're talking about $7 gas. The middle class worried about inflation. Something's got to give, and I think the healthcare spend for a business owner is a good, easy fix because of all the things that these guys do, especially in manufacturing or any service. They know their SG&A, their cost down to a penny. And then broker guy comes and says, well, here's your renewal. I know it's up. Don't shoot the messenger.
10% more.
10%. We negotiated down to 8%. And there's no transparency on the supply chains. These are supply chain guys, but they can't drill in and control who goes where and all that. And there's a trend coming. It's nationwide, but there's very few people in this market that are working on the buy side. So I sit on the owner side, CFO side, HR, help them navigate the medical industrial complex to find ways to reduce the cost and really bring, this is my term, medical justice. We want these families going to the doctor at the right place at the right time, back to work. And the programs that we really like are ones that sort of have a side door to the providers. And when you do it right, the out-of-pocket can be zero. So when I talk to a CFO or an HR person, I say, well, geez, the war for talent, how would you like to be out there with a zero out-of-pocket healthcare plan? I mean, that's great for recruiting.
Heck yeah. That's phenomenal,
and
because it's so expensive.
What's crazy is I looked at things with my wife when she was going to have a procedure years ago, and we planned for that and made sure she did the high deductible option her company offered that year. Well, now I'm involved in a group last year, and we just implemented a healthcare program or health insurance program, and I was shocked as far as high deductible really isn't a bargain anymore. I mean, even if you're pegging that pretty high and you're going to be putting a lot in your HSA, the regular PPO or anything else is kind of comparable. There's not as big of a savings on the premium side, which kind of defeats the purpose.
Absolutely, and so that game's over. So now if you're the owner, business owner, what are you going to do? And then think about the people at your bank who, I've went in the parking lot, we all have nice cars. The people that are living paycheck to paycheck and struggling with these things and putting things off. If Synovus, if Synovus could come and say for procedures you could go to St. Vincent's, Mayo, Baptist, UF Health, and have a zero deductible, zero out of pocket for these things, that's pretty compelling.
Heck yeah.
That's pretty compelling.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell us about the book, Michael. Well, you wrote a book.
So the book...
Is that your first book, or have you written before?
I've written before.
Okay.
Life and Death Decisions in the C-Suite. This is an initiative of kind of this wolf pack of like-minded buy-side consultants, and everybody sort of wrote a chapter.
Okay.
So my focus was on fees and how business owners are getting screwed on fees, and they're not able to really understand where these fees are going. It's an Amazon bestseller in a couple categories.
All right, man.
So there's a lot of pain in the system. Pretty proud of that. Get yours today. But when we talk about fees and all these things, the piggies at the trough there are the broker, the insurance carrier, the pharmacy benefit manager, and these are the people the business owner really focuses on and relies on for help. The problem is they don't work for the business owner. They're not on the buy side. They're on the sell side. The broker gets more and more commission every time the rate goes up. So if it's up 10%, he just made 10% money. What's his incentive to do the things that I'm talking about? Do the brokers know about these programs? Absolutely. Are they ever going to share them with the business owners? Not a chance. So we're in this sort of death spiral that needs to be woken up, and I really want to lead the charge in this region.
Well, I think that's awesome, man. That you're trying to help people at the end of the day.
That's what it's about.
And really helping businesses survive, especially the smaller ones. Because healthcare is ridiculous.
Healthcare is ridiculous, and health insurance is ridiculous.
No doubt.
I'll talk to some people, and I'll say, who's your healthcare provider? And they say Florida Blue. It's like, no, that's like saying, what car do you drive? And you say Geico. There's very different things about the insurance company. Florida Blue, God love them. The CEO makes $60,000 a day. And he doesn't provide one iota of healthcare. So we need, in our programs, we want to put a medical travel agent between the person that needs the care and the system to find the best doctors at the best price, renegotiate everything. And at the end of the day, we're going to get people back to work, healthier, more productive. And I think it's a really compelling business story for the HR folks that are trying to recruit good people. And
Absolutely. Well, best of luck with it. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks so much.
Appreciate it, Michael.
Appreciate it.
Patrick, always a pleasure. Whoa,
absolutely.
Sorry.
Post-COVID. We're kind of clumsy with it.
Life and Death Decisions in the C-Suite by Michael Smith. Get it at Amazon today. All right, that'll do it for us right here on The Horse's Mouth, brought to you by Synovus Bank, and always at Tommy Mac's place at the bar. Until next time, stay safe and be cool. We'll see you right here on The Horse's Mouth. Cheers.